Hey everybody, welcome back to the Motovlog. I'm Jeff.
I'm Alex.
And today's video is about maps versus
GPS.
So, this has been a long running debate on this channel. In my hand, I have two maps. One is Maine, one is New Hampshire. There's another map over there that you can't really see of New England, and those are going to actually be going up on the wall behind us pretty soon. First and foremost, I got these two maps at the welcome station. Oh, Jameson's gonna be a big baby today. So, why we're doing this video? We thought, well, not we thought, we've had many discussions about GPS versus map. So, we've all heard of the old school, old biker mentality where they would put an index card in like a sandwich bag and tape it to their tank and use that for directions. Or, you know, they have maps in their saddlebags, they pull them out and read and figure out where the hell they were. So, we're now in 2021. Everybody has a damn cell phone. Everybody has a GPS on their phone. Or a standalone app, Waze, Google Maps, Apple Maps. I'm sure I'm missing some.
MapQuest.
Well, that's aging ourselves, bro. I don't know if people still use MapQuest.
Hey, that was the old school way though.
Yeah. So, here's kind of what we want to talk to everybody about. Maps versus GPS. Now, we've talked about what we had before on the channel, so there's no need to go over that. But the part we do need to go over is the nice part about GPS is it plays through both our radios. So while you're riding, it'll come over the speakers and say, turn left in 300 feet. So you know you're taking a left. Whereas a map, you kind of have to memorize where the hell you're going. So.
Or make frequent stops.
Yeah. So we kind of talked about this a little bit before we shot the video. And I kind of realized I was a nerd.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
We've been talking about doing a couple of different rides coming up here where it's going to be beautiful in the New England states with the fall foliage. Part of the reason I got the maps. Because I like to physically be able to have the whole state or whatever it is in front of me so I can go, oh, okay, this is where we're going. Where Alex likes to look at his damn phone. Huh, how does that work when the Wi-Fi sucks?
What Wi-Fi?
Exactly. So, all joking aside, map versus GPS. Listen, there is no, I don't want to say there's no good way, but listen, both have their strengths and weaknesses. A map, I know you can go on Revzilla or JP Cycles and you can buy a map book that's waterproof. Listen, it was published at some point and God only knows if that is updated. Now, I just came back from running in New Hampshire for a couple hours and coming back to Mass. Stupid train. And I stopped at the Massachusetts Welcome Center and I asked for a map of the state, and well, this is one of the ones they gave me. And on one side is downtown Boston. The other side is the railroad system for public transportation. Now, what I didn't realize until just now, this top corner, I don't know if you can exactly see it right there. No, that's not the Kank. It shows a map of maps.
Cape.
Yeah, a little bit of the Cape. So, here's the issue. Massachusetts, states have done this a lot. Down south, it was already a thing. Up here, we're just getting to it now in 2021. And the joke was, coronavirus, best we can do is renumber all your exit signs, which for those of us who have been driving for years, screwed us all up. Now, Massachusetts is not reprinting a map quite yet until the whole project is done because it's part of the federal infrastructure grant or some bullshit to renumber the exit signs in accordance with the mile marker.
Which will take like the next 10 years, so.
No, they've been doing pretty good, dude. Point is this. So the exit number corresponds to the mile marker, and before it would just be a random number, which screws a lot of us up because it's like, oh, hey, that's exit 5. And it's like, no, that's exit 32 now. And it's like, what? So enough of that. I stopped, got a map. I ended up picking up Maine, New Hampshire. I think Vermont's over there. That might be New Hampshire too, though. I forget. So anyway, the point of this is maps do change. The good thing with Google, Apple, Waze, whatever system you use for a GPS, those typically update pretty quick and you have a good idea of where you're going. Now, we talked about this earlier. There's the Tip O'Neill Tunnel that cuts under the city of Boston and brings you out to the other side. Everyone I know, it doesn't matter if you have Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, whoever, pretty much your phone will still work, but it doesn't work. Also, Franconia's Notch in New Hampshire.
Fracciona Notch?
It's Franconia.
Fracciona. We have different fucking ways of saying it. Shut up.
Apparently so. So, Franconia's Notch. Your phone, I don't care who you have, what provider, your phone does not work in the mountains. It just stops. And if you have like Pandora or Spotify or XM, it literally tells you, yeah, signal lost. And that's kind of upsetting sometimes.
Come back to a service area.
Yeah. So, the good thing with a map is you can kind of figure out where you are. Now, I know, like I said in the beginning of the video, a lot of people do use GPS. And listen, I have no problem with it. So I brought up kind of being a nerd. Apparently, I'm the only one who does this, and I'd love for somebody else in the YouTube world to drop down in the comments and tell me that I'm not the only one who does this, because they do the same thing, where you'll go on Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever, and go and study your route and go, okay, hey, I know I'm getting off at exit 1 on this road, and I'm looking for this road. What?
I do that, but
Allegedly.
you still used the internet for it.
I did. Because in the age of technology, it is a lot easier to just boop, 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 and it
Instead of just...
All right, this is true. Now, personally, I like having maps as a backup. Back when I had my Road King, I actually got the biggest freezer bag I could find, and I had Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut. I had every New England state map stuffed into a Ziploc bag, sealed shut, in my saddlebag. I forget what happened to it, but I did that.
Probably in the garage somewhere.
I think it might be. Those maps are super old now. But the point is, it doesn't matter if they're old. A lot of stuff hasn't changed. Like, I-95 still runs the same way I-95 did. It might not be the same exit numbers, but that doesn't matter. You can still kind of figure out where the hell you are. So, we're keeping this video short and sweet today about maps versus GPS. I think GPS, personally, there's a lot of good to it. I think when you lose service, you're screwed. I think maps might be an old school way, but you should kind of know what the hell you're doing with a map.
Well, first of all, be able to read a map, because they don't teach that in school anymore, I don't think.
No, they don't.
I think, like, I was one of the last few years they taught that shit. So,
Probably.
first of all, know how to read a map. Second of all, have a map.
Yeah.
And just know, just because it looks like it's this far, doesn't mean it's this far.
This is true. So, do us a favor, everybody. Drop down in the comments below. Let us know. Do you prefer a map? Do you prefer GPS? What do you like? What do you not like? Like I said, I mean, I'm a firm believer in having maps, but I also use my phone as GPS 9 times out of 10. But like I said, I will sit there and go on a Google Maps and kind of trace the route and have an idea of what I'm doing before I go. So do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit the bell icon. It'll give you a notification when we drop a video. Give us a like and drop us down a comment. Let us know what the hell you guys think. Do you like a map? Do you like a GPS? Or do you just say screw it and I get there when I get there and I will figure it out? So, think till the next time. Keep the rubber down, the shiny up.